Alrighty, so here we are back playing some more Tropico 6, and today we are on to episode number 2 of the mission, Acts of God here. And in the last episode we set up a pretty solid foundation for hopefully making it through this mission without too many hiccups or too many problems, so let's get into it. Alrighty, and we're in. Now, in the last episode we set up a pretty good little foundation here. So now we gotta really do is hope that everything runs according to plan. Now, I've been getting comments on these videos lately, and I think it's pretty cool that people have been sharing information regarding all the missions. I think that's really cool. And so something on the last episode that someone commented was the fact that you could actually build bridges and you wouldn't have to worry about your Teamsters ports. And so I think that's a pretty solid idea. So I'll probably end up bridging across over to here. I don't think that there's going to be enough room to bridge to here, probably though. So we'll see about giving that a shot. And another really cool comment was someone said that they actually get rid of all the job slots in the palace. And so that's actually not a bad idea, because we're paying each of these guys a wage of 22, and that's 22, 22, 22, 22. And that's every single month that we're paying our palace soldiers. So yeah, and there goes our Teamsters port. Let's go ahead and rebuild that. And we ended up changing something. We changed the constitution, I believe. Yes, only wealthy citizens vote, so only the people here really are allowed to vote. Let's check residential occupancy. Yeah, the people living in the mansions and the houses over here. Everyone else hopefully doesn't make enough money to really be living over here. Yeah, these are a lot of poor Tropicans. That's pretty cool for us, because we can really control.
In recent news, Tropicans play it cool as volcanic activity comes to an end.
Nice. Yeah, so hopefully we can really control who exactly gets to vote for us. And just by keeping these guys specifically a bit happy, then we'll be in a pretty good spot. And so what I'm kind of thinking is that we can push this group of people towards the communist and militarist factions. So currently we have it set on Penny Saver, but with a little bit of time we'll probably end up switching that on over. We do need to do something about our support though. It is a bit too low. Unhappiness, all-time low. So as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and build up these guys. I think a theater. Yeah, it's probably best. That we ensure that these guys are at least happy enough. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what else they're missing. Faith happiness is really low as well. So we could even go so far as to build either a church. Yeah, I'm thinking a church. We're going to need some money for that though. We can ask for financial aid, that's really good. So let's go ahead and build up a church for these guys. Let's go ahead and put it there. See what else we're going to need. Yeah, our overall happiness is really low. That's why our, well, at least in comparison to the Caribbean happiness, and that's why our support is really quite low. Job, housing. But everyone living on this little slice of the island should be pretty happy. They get paid a lot of money, and that's going to end up giving them pretty good job qualities and housing happiness, because their houses are really nice here as well. So now all we need is like 2 more mines. Or no, just 1 more mine. And to fix that one. What I'm kind of thinking is that we could even do something like this. Yeah, we might as well do a fire station here. Yes, that'll be pretty beneficial, because I'm pretty sure we can give these guys a rich wage. And I do want to, you know what, let's see about moving this now. The textile mill, that is. Could move it here, but then again we could also move it here. I hate something that I don't really like doing, that I don't like. If I can avoid it, I will avoid it. Is the fact that 4, 5. If you look at this building in particular, I don't want to leave like a 1 tile gap next to buildings in our little city blocks. It just makes it that much more annoying. We can fill this in with some flop houses, so I guess that's kind of nice, but there's gonna be like this 1 tile gap all the way through here. And you know what? We could surround this with like a total of 3 flop houses, so I guess it's not that bad, but typically that's something that I try to avoid as much as possible. Teamster's office, let's go ahead and try and move this over here as well. Can do this one here. That looks silly, like they're in the exact same spot like 3 times in a row. So I will endeavor to put this in some other location. So there's all of that. We're not going to need this apartment, so let's go ahead and demolish it for now. And then what do we have here? 2 llama ranches. So let's go ahead and see about relocating these. I do sort of remember noticing that we do have some good spots for some llama ranches over here. So I'm thinking we do one here, and then I think we'll be able to fit the other one in.
Remember, Tropico could be invaded at any time. Keep your survival kit on hand. In the event of panic, breathe into the paper bag.
So that seems good enough, and all we gotta do is connect a road down to here. Now I would have liked to set it up a bit differently. Would have liked to have set it up a bit differently, but this is fine. It'll hopefully be okay. So hopefully this is looking all pretty good. Let's demolish this bunkhouse, as well as this one. And then this power plant, we're probably going to want to put this somewhere around here. Let's move it as far back as we can. Kind of expensive to do that one specifically. But now we can demolish all these roads. Now let's go ahead and demolish, well, we'll leave the dock up for a little bit. And now what I want to do is specifically destroy the shacks so that people don't really stick around, because there's nothing over here anymore for them. So I'd way rather them build shacks at least on one of the more populated islands. And hopefully that's good enough there. Okay. So hopefully with time we continue to make some good money here. It would be nice to set up some trade deals. I think, yeah, we actually got some good deals. Something I kind of remember. Nice. Okay, so we got deals on like most things. Maybe not most things, but like on a lot of good things. So that's really good. Let's actually go into our trade menu. Make sure we're not selling away any of our wool. I'd way rather this get turned into cloth. So wool 2,500, and then let's find cloth real quick. So yeah, twice as much money. And then something very important that we do need to set up is actually a tannery, so we'll try and set that up next. I believe we're producing, yeah, we're producing some hides, and hides don't sell for much at all, but setting up something to turn the hides into something a bit more expensive would be really nice for us. So let's go ahead and do that. Tannery. Let's go ahead and do this. And we just want to make sure these are all on the lowest budgets here. Pasture prohibition as well. All of our plantations look like they're doing pretty well. Let's check in on homeless families. Yeah, we have a lot of poor homeless families. So let's spend, I reckon, the rest of our money. Nice, we also have the urban development edict still running. I'm kind of thinking do something like that. Then maybe this one next to That one's probably fine, and then we can do one more here and one more there. That seems fine. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and slap down a bunch of parks. Thinking something like this, and then 2 of these ones. Let's do the exact same thing over here, and then even on these areas. Even go so far as to do them over there. And that seems fine. So now we have this nice little city block thing going on here. I think it looks pretty well. We're also going to want... I would want to set up a grocery here, but they're just not going to make enough money really for it to be too important. Like if I put a grocery here, the people working in it will be poor, and so that'll be pretty annoying. And it would be nice to find some other potentially good trade deals. Let's see what we've got going on here. Weapons, boats, cigars. So there is actually, oh, this is part of the main quest, so we do need to produce weapons at some point. So maybe the next thing we'll focus on is, oh, do we have money? Yes, rebuild that. Maybe the next thing we'll focus on is actually setting up some more mines for more goods. Let's see. Go to overlays, we can find resources, coal. So we're getting coal here. We're also going to need iron, which is way over here, kind of annoying, but we can bus stop over here. And then we're also going to need nickel. So there's one here, sadly, which isn't in a good spot. So we're going to have to go over to this area to try and get some nickel, but again, we can just bus stop over there. Let's demolish this finally. And now we've completely moved everyone from this little island in our archipelago to somewhere a bit better. So rum and cloth, just these 2 resources here, and it's barely even over 1,000 units of exported goods. We're getting over, or yeah, a little over 10k for that, so that's pretty nice for us. The power of our trade deals. Residential occupancy, things looking good there. Making lots of money from the rents on our mansions and whatnot. Now what we gotta do is keep making sure we keep these shacks away from all of our agricultural buildings. Urban development ended, so it's good that we got these houses done. Just in the nick of time. So flop houses can hold 9 poor families, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. So that should be just around enough to get all of the homeless families into a home. So that's good. Unemployed, we got a lot of unemployed families, but we have enough uneducated jobs for them to work in. So once they really start getting into their new job slots, we should be looking pretty good. Still got like over 100s on plenty of these, even on the lowest budget, thanks to our agricultural subsidies edict. Pretty nice. Our support's slowly climbing up. It should continue to go up as time goes on. 14k here, that should put us back into the positive. And let's see about setting up at least one more mine. We need at least one more gold mine somewhere. So what I'm kind of thinking is we can do one here. And then we're also going to want... What I'm kind of thinking is 2 iron mines. We're going to need people to actually move onto the island for us to be able to use these though. But for now, let's go ahead and get a Teamsters port here. Go ahead and road on over to our new nickel mine. We're going to need to do the same thing here. That looks like a pretty good spot to me. And with that, we can do another road from here to there. And then all we need is one more bus garage. Let's do this one here. Cool. So once this bus garage is up and running, let's put you on a high priority. Now let's also do this one on high priority. Reason being is that I would like to get this done sooner rather than later. Get this iron mine up and running, get this bus garage up and running, and then we should be able to set up a nice little system where everyone will... Let's bump up the budget just once here, get things done a little bit quicker, but we'll be able to set up this nice little system where people will be working in the iron mine, and then they'll be able to take a bus to work. Hopefully you can't hear that train in the background. And just keep on demolishing up the shacks out here. We have lots of research points.
Presidente.
Oh, nice.
I always knew you were righteous. A righteous pain in the backside, but righteous nonetheless.
The fires are under control. If only those hunky firemen were as effective against our other problems. I usually like a man in uniform, but I'm really not so keen on our Axis colleagues, and lately I've been finding it really hard to forget, let alone forgive. Okay, 10 new immigrants, that's actually quite good for us. Let's see what we got going on here. We need a couple more soldiers. Maybe I'll focus on that once we get a little bit more money. And then we also need a cannery. And I believe we're producing goods that can be canned. Can be canned. I think it's just pineapples, really, the only thing that we got going on. That's fine. 19,000, yeah, so we're making plenty of money here. I don't think we have a gold. Yeah, we don't have a gold export yet. And like I was talking about in the last episode, I think it is going to be... what's it called, like tied to the mission itself. Residential occupancy, so even more of these houses should get filled in once more and more people make it into the fire station, which is pretty nice. 19k, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and bump up the budget on our church here, and then same thing with the theater. We'll throw some parks in front of our clinic here. Oh wow, look at that, 25k, that's really good. So now we are hopefully in a pretty good spot where we're making plenty of money. And let's see, what else can we really do for these guys? Not a whole lot right now, but I think that's fine. We'll hopefully be okay. A police station could go pretty well, just because it'll allow us to get another thing going right for our well-off population over here. But for now, let's leave things as is. And I'm kind of thinking, you know what's probably going to be a good idea is actually just getting another construction office down. Let's go and quick build this one actually. And let's do... yeah, let's leave these both on the medium budget. Because just getting all these buildings done quicker is going to be pretty beneficial. Instead of having to try and quick build things or waiting too long, we'll just be able to get it that much quicker without having to spend too much money. Also thinking drift netting could go well here. Just because the budget's... oh, we actually have like a maxed out budget. Let's see what the fish population is looking like. You never really want the fish to completely go away. Plus 70 per month. That's cool. It actually shows you the regeneration. I don't think that's how it was previously. And so now the numbers are really starting to go down, which is kind of alarming. And I think that's literally just because we changed it to drift knitting. So let's go ahead and go back to forefather style. That should be fine. Still making a pretty decent amount of fish at least. Alright. I wonder why these guys don't want to vote for us. Go ahead and bump up their budgets on all their houses, as well as on the mansions. Even on the max budget, we're making at least some money, so I suppose it's fine. We could even electrify these. We should actually electrify these. Let's go ahead and unpause this. And let's go with, yeah, this budget here, so that they're at least potentially rich. And then how much is it to electrify all these? 1420 megawatts. Let's do that. Oh no. Just one person. Let's hire in one person at least. How much is it to electrify all these? 3200. Let's do it. About to make 6k. All the people are going to be pretty happy with it, I reckon. So long as we at least get one worker in here. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So now let's see what the housing qualities are. 86, that's pretty good. 91, 90s. So that should really help out. Yeah, look at that. Our support shot up. I don't know if that's directly caused by the electrifying of their houses, but at least we're above 50, so can't complain too much about that. Let's go ahead and find our gold mine. Let's put this on a high priority as well. Same thing with this. This iron mine's finished. You know what? We can put all the mines on the medium budget and profit protocol. Should be fine. A roasting chamber. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Did the bus garage get completed? It did. Place the starting bus stop all the way over here. And the ending bus stop, let's try and find some pretty decent spot for it. We'll do, yeah, this spot here. Cool. So now people can take the bus to work over there. All of these flop houses are getting done, so that's pretty nice. And we also have the tannery finished. Let's go with the lowest budget, and then let's change this to the more the better. So increases pollution. Upkeep is doubled, but efficiency goes up at least. Chrome tanning decreases the consumption of hides. That's pretty nice for us. So back to being out of money, but in the very least we have drastically increased our profit margins, which is really good. 90% efficiencies on those, that's good. 120s. This one's doing the worst by far. 30% efficiency. Maybe what we could do is bump this up once, and hopefully that'll sort of even it out a bit. Grocery seems fine. Cool. Things are looking up. At least I hope so. Checking on the population. A lot of the homeless families are starting to find homes. That's good. Yeah, a lot of the flop houses have plenty of vacant housing, so they should be able to find homes. And now we're running into the issue of needing more people to move in, so we'll leave it for now. Blackout in network 1 should be fine. 24k coming in, very good. And still lots of homeless families out here in these shacks, which is kind of annoying. Maybe what we do is, first off, let's do urban development again. And maybe what we do is actually build some flop houses up here is kind of what I'm thinking. Let's build a flop house behind every single one of these mines. And then we're also going to need a total of 11 more soldiers. And considering the fact that we get guard towers 3, so we need at least 4 guard towers. So let's get these down. As a matter of fact, maybe over here is fine. One, 2, 3, and 4. That should be fine. I don't want to quick build these, but let's put them on high priority. I'd rather get these done like right now-ish. The budgets on these are giving a well-off wage, which is nice. Check residential occupancy again. All of these houses are full, so let's go ahead and build up. I'm thinking at least one more little housing district with normal houses. Something like that. Then we can throw in a park here, and then I'm also thinking that we do another neighborhood out in this direction. Cool, just enough space. And let's go ahead and do one more little housing district here. We'll do this one a bit inverted. I think that's fine. Cool. Looking good. If I do say so myself. Let's check our trade deals. Are we getting anything new? Anything good? Logs, iron, cotton, coconut coal, bananas. Bananas could be a pretty good pickup for us, but we don't really have the money for it. So we'll give it a bit of time. And I'm kind of thinking that we should actually start chopping down logs. We need more people to move in. So we'll just give it some time. Let's play in ×2 for now. Lots of goods moving around. Pretty nice. I wonder how much this has made us. Not a whole lot. Penny saver. Yeah, every month it's kind of losing us money, but I guess that's fine. We just need more people to really live in this area for this to actually start netting us some pretty good profit. So hopefully with time this number begins to actually go up instead of down. That would be nice. Another 11k coming in. Can we ask for financial aid again? Not for another 9 months. Export 12,000 units of gold. We finished another one. That's good. Profit protocol here. I reckon that they even got so far as to finish this one over here. No, not quite. But it looks like they will soon, and that'll be everything that we really need to start setting up our weapons manufacturing plant. And then we also are going to get the soldiers done. Let's do the cannery first. Let's see what we're going to need for that. Let's go ahead and upgrade it now. And then we're going to need electricity over here, so again, we'll just need time and money. We just want to make sure there's no shacks out here. It looks like we're starting to get ahead of the curve, which is nice. But currently we just need more people moving in, so yeah, waiting is definitely going to be the move here.
My word, this island certainly has a volcano problem. God's plan for global central heating wasn't one of his best.
No evacuation.
Presidente, I am breathing deeply. I am controlling my anger because I am a civilized man, and I will civilize you if you speak one word.
Oh no. So tell me, this saboteur, nobody knows who this is. Nobody. And you send your best men to find out? And they are humiliated? See this little vein at my temple, Presidente? See how it throbs? Ask not for whom the vein throbs, Presidente. It throbs for thee. Okay, so plus 10 axis standing. That's pretty good. Let's max out the budgets on all of our guard towers.
In recent news, Tropicans play it cool as volcanic activity comes to an end.
Cool. And we just need more money, more time, more people moving on to the island. Unemployed, yeah, we're definitely running into some issues with that. Let's look at residential occupancy. Okay, that's looking good. With new soldiers, we should start seeing more people moving in. The Fisherman's Wharf was destroyed. That's definitely not ideal. I would like to have these job sites open. Can ask for financial aid again. Let's go ahead and praise them. Keep their standing up as high as possible. Rebuild you, and then rebuild you. So yeah, that's actually another nice thing with having a second, what's it called, construction office, is actually that we're able to rebuild things a lot quicker, because we're definitely going to need to rebuild a lot of different buildings. How are we looking for hides? Let's go into the trade menu and turn off hide exports as well. We definitely want to keep them on the island to be turned into our leather. Let's also make sure we don't have like a trade deal for them. So that looks good. And then the cannery, can we actually get it? We can. But before we do that, we're going to need a substation over here. So let's unlock that and see about placing it somewhere. I guess we can do it here. And with that, we should be able to place our cannery. So that's pretty nice. Could do it here. Let's go ahead and do that there. Cool. And next up, I think we will try and get down a steel mill. Or well, I guess before that, it'd probably be a good idea to do some logging. And before that, it'd probably be a good idea to get down the immigration office. Let's go ahead and unlock it for now. And an immigration office will definitely be pretty nice because it's going to allow us to get a lot more people moved onto the island, which we desperately need. Let's honestly do, oh no, I kind of jumped the gun there. We're going to shift click all of our guard towers to the lowest budget, but the ones specifically on this island will go through and make sure they're on the highest budgets. Okay. So hopefully that didn't get like a lot of people to move out too quickly. Only 6k here. Let's see if we're running into issues with Teamsters. Not really. Doesn't look like it. So we should be fine. Ooh, there we go, 12k. Okay. Let's see, are we actually gonna get a gold deal ever? I kind of don't think so, but see, a boats trade deal would be really good. Cigars maybe would be good as well, but our one single tobacco plantation's like not doing too hot, so not sure. Might have to just give it a bit of time. Did I turn off wool? Yes, okay, so that's good. The coal mine's on fire. Not ideal. So I'm gonna deal with this. Oh, nice, there we go. There's a bit of money. Can we do another? Well, no, let's do the immigration office now. Could do it here. That actually is like a perfect little spot for it. Let's put that on high priority. So now what we need to do is produce 500 canned goods, which shouldn't be too difficult to do. Why do you not have electricity? It's because we never fully connected it.
Map today, revealing that the Allies and the Axis both lost ground, while Tropico has annexed Greenland and Antarctica.
Yeah, so these two systems aren't fully connected. All we gotta do is put a substation around here somewhere. So we'll just quick build this one. And that should be everything that we need for, yep, there we go. Let's go minimum budget, and we can put this on supply local market to make our groceries just that much more efficient, which is nice. And we're also producing canned goods, which is one of the goods that can go into the grocery to increase its efficiency even further. So we should see some pretty good numbers pretty soon. All good and good. We could do a high pressure canner because we are producing meat. Does this produce... oh, fish and pineapples. We're producing both of these goods. That's really nice. Cool. So hopefully that's even more money for us to make. The coal mine went down. Definitely not ideal. We're going to need some money to fix that. And now our support's looking pretty good. So that's pretty nice for us. Much longer for more financial aid. 16 months. Banana canned goods. That's a really good one. If we could get this, I would like to get it, but we're definitely not going to be able to. Canned goods and leather would be nice. Vacant homes. Yeah, now we have plenty of vacant homes, and hopefully our what's it called? Vacant job slot problems starts to wane. That'll be really nice. I think we're having more people work in our industry buildings than actually out here in the various production buildings, so I think that's also probably why we haven't made too much money lately off our freighter. Just because we didn't really, like, people just kind of don't really want to work out here, but once we have too many people, or enough people to work in all the job slots, then it should be pretty good. A little shack out here burning, you can just demolish it.
We defeated the smog, Presidente. I will commission a statue of the enemy to commemorate this historic victory.
If only all our if only all our problems were as simple as this one. No, don't you worry, Presidente. I'm sure the Axis has only the best of intentions for us. And if not, well, how much harder to fight than smog can they be? So cool, +5 military standing, that seems okay. And now we just need to focus on setting up some weapons productions. And what's really nice is the weapon production chain is going to net us some of the best profit that we can make in this era, which will be good. What I'm kind of thinking is we should rebuild you.
Military action warn that it can happen here. So remember to donate your unwanted bullets to keep our brave soldiers firing.
Let's go ahead and sort of just mine up every one of these locations. Not mine up, but let's make sure that everywhere's got its own little housing situation going on. It's not going to change too much, I don't think, like them living all the way out by their job slots. It'll probably be okay. And did I not? I should have done this one while I still had the money for it. Let's check residential occupancy. All of these houses are looking pretty good. We should electrify all of the houses that we built over here as well pretty soon. Could be pretty good. Numbers are looking alright at least. Yeah, 0 unemployed people's nice. All of our homeless families are starting to find housing, which is also really nice. Good, 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 good.
My word, this island certainly has a volcano problem. God's plan for global central...
The citizens are demanding elections, Presidente. It seems that they want a choice in how they are ruled. So selfish.
Communists, we don't need to blame anyone, and we will not promise anything.
I came to...
My Tropicans, my
Aw, man.
my children. Your prosperity is my honor. Your solidarity is my faith. And I gracefully accept your love. You are my Tropico. My people, are you bored? Let Presidente entertain you. Oh, is nothing fun anymore?
In recent news, Tropicans play it cool as volcanic activity comes to an end.
Cool, cool, cool. And so what I'm thinking is we should start doing a bit of logging. With this next chunk of money we get, that's probably what we're gonna do. Let's set up some logging camps. Let's see what our numbers are looking like. Yeah, unemployed people. I'm gonna do a logging camp here, and then I'm thinking another one here. 2 logging camps should net us enough to be able to sustain a lumber mill, so that'll be really nice. Let's make sure we build it plenty far away from our agricultural buildings out here, and that should all be pretty well, so that will net us some pretty good money as time goes on. Cloth, corn, pineapple, rum, pineapple. We're gonna want to cancel this and do something else, so maybe we'll wait for something that looks pretty good. And the reason we want to cancel it is because we want to actually turn all of our pineapples into canned goods. So let's actually go and find pineapples and turn that off. So 1,700 for pineapples as compared to canned goods, gonna be like worth twice as much. Same thing with fish. So 2,700 as compared to the 5,000. So ultimately worth way more money. Turning it into canned goods. Cool. So this is ultimately pretty good looking. Hopefully we don't run into more Teamsters problems, issues. Looks like it's sort of getting there. And we're not making a whole lot of money right now. Definitely not good. Can ask for financial aid in the very least. Go ahead and praise these guys again. Any good deals? Let's give it a bit of time and see in 2 months if we get any good deals. We're gonna need to rebuild you and rebuild you. A lot of our mines are getting destroyed. Definitely not good. January, new deals. Let's see. Ooh, canned goods. But we kind of ticked them off by asking them for money right before this happened. So definitely not good. And then the next trade deal, if we want to buy another trade license, can be 15,000. So maybe we'll try and save up for that. Residential occupancy is looking good. Rum. Yeah, we're gonna need more Teamsters, I would say. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, perfect. Let's do one here, and then we can build a little side road there. Perfect. Good, 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 good. Yeah, look, there's 1,000 corn sitting here.
It has
600
been confirmed that our
coffee.
beloved military mascot, Capitan Tropico, will be appearing at the Tropico Service Organization Gala. Morale ahoy!
Cool. So now we just want to keep people working, keep all of our industries running, keep all of our job slots in a good position. Allow everyone to vote freely. Shouldn't be an issue. We're starting to lose like a lot of money every month though, which is kind of an issue. Like, yeah, we're losing like probably over $2,500. All of our runs going out on this one. That's good. 18K. That's pretty nice. So maybe what we can do is... Yeah, I don't want to seal in like 16K here. Or a 16% trade deal for the canned goods. But you know what? Maybe we will. Because what we can do is... kind of thinking... Let's sign it. But we'll do the minimum budget. Not budget, but the minimum... what's it called? Volume. Because that means that we'll be able to finish it hopefully pretty soon. And finishing it, it'll make them even happier.
A landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
So this is pretty funny. We have like 350 people on the island, but only 70 of them are allowed to vote. Or like 60, which is pretty funny. And that's all thanks to our constitution. And as long as we keep those specific 60 people happy, then we're looking pretty good. Guard tower, we'll go ahead and spend the money to have it repaired. Well, look at that, an ancient ruins. 24K. That's pretty good. Trade deal for gold, maybe? No, but we do have a trade deal for boats, which could be pretty good. So let's actually go ahead and... I'm thinking we seal the deal in first, right? Maxed out volume. Another 15K. We probably don't have enough money for the shipyard now, but in the very least we can unlock it. And if we get 10K, then we'll be in a pretty good spot. There's the 10K that we want. $20K coming in, pretty good. A leather trade deal would also go pretty well. And we do need to set up weapons, a weapon plant pretty soon. But let's go ahead and get the shipyard. Can we put it here-ish? No, not really. Could do here, but I don't think that's too good. Maybe instead what we do is actually put it on the wealthier island, and this will allow us to put the budget up higher, which means that we can do another 2 logging camps and then another lumber mill. And hopefully the numbers work out pretty well for us like that. So let's put 1 lumber mill there, and then let's do another 2 logging camps. Let's do 1 here and maybe 1 here. Something like that. Something like that. Okay. These numbers should work out pretty well for us. Just need more people to move in though. Thankfully we have an immigration office. See if there's any like upgrades or anything that we can do. Not really. Yeah, no. Ooh, look at that. Bunch of... Oh, that wasn't goods. I think that was potentially people bringing... or coming to do like a construction job somewhere. Yeah, that's what it was all about. Getting this shipyard done. But with the shipyard, even on the maximum budget, we should have plenty of planks. So that we should never really run into issues for it. So that'll be good. And I think the very next thing we're going to do is work on the weapons. Really all we need is a steel mill. I'm kind of thinking here. And then the weapons plant can probably go somewhere like... Maybe we'll start building out in this direction. It's kind of what I'm thinking. We probably won't end up building like a super big city, but in the very least we can slowly start extending out in this direction. Lots of flat open terrain over here.
My word. This island certainly has a volcano problem. God's plan for global central heating wasn't one of his best.
Yeah, far and away, dealing with these fires is like the most annoying thing. Leather planks. So we're going to want to try and keep the planks actually on the island. So what we can do is click on logs and then planks.
No word yet from the palace on how El Presidente ended the volcanic eruptions. But fistfight with giant lava monster is hotly tipped.
Hotly tipped. And it kind of feels like none of the firemen are like getting around to actually putting out fires, at least not on this like central island. Which definitely isn't ideal. What is this? Oh, just a bunch of rocks. Ooh, another ancient ruins over here. With whatever money we can, we should probably definitely get this Teamsters port up and running. It kind of feels like we are sort of hemorrhaging money currently. Maybe what we can do is get another sugar, like a couple of sugar plantations up, because it feels like we're not really producing enough sugar. Yeah, see, like all of these buildings out here, this is what our problem is. Nobody's working in them, even though they have like decent efficiencies at least. The fact that nobody's working in them means that they're like technically not making us any money. So let's look at actually workforce. I should be checking this out a lot more, just so we know for certain where people are working and where they're not. I should have tried to rebuild this. Could ask for financial aid. Canned goods, hopefully finish that soon. If I ask for financial aid, I'd kind of rather have like a plan for it. So let's try and figure out what we want to do here. You know what, I think we're just gonna literally hire in a bunch of people to make sure that we're working in all of our job slots. So let's go ahead and do that actually. Ask for financial aid. Let's praise them back. And then let's just simply hire in a bunch of workers. Just to make sure that's all running smoothly, as smooth as possible at least. And let's try and get down a flop house or two. Can do that there. Put down a park. And looking good. Cool, cool, cool. So with that, hopefully we're not really running into as many issues. Let's check all the mines real quick. Gold mine over here. Throw in some workers there. Let's rebuild this. And there we go. We got it done before we ran out of money. Oh, another mine's down. And look at this. This gold mine's completely full. That wasn't good. There's the canned goods. Does that mean our canned good trade deal's done? Yes, it is. Cool.
The voice of Tropico reminds all citizens to be vigilant, eat sparingly, and buy war bonds. Victory depends upon the size of the palace treasury.
Cool, there's some good money. Hides, cotton, coffee, coconut, meat, milk, planks. Should be good. And so now, even our shipyard, look at that. It's got so many planks that we should never really run into issues. On top of that, all these people are going to be making a pretty good wage. And on top of that, the budget is maxed out. So a maxed out budget shipyard is producing boats as fast as it possibly can. Pretty nice. Check residential occupancy. Some vacant housing. Good to see. Oh no, plantation went down. This tannery, even though it's on like the lowest budget, changes to well measured, then we're actually not producing enough hides really to keep it running. Oh, you know what? We're gonna need more teamsters, I think. We can get it right now. More teamsters. Let's do one here. Let's do two. Oh, we don't have enough money for it. That's okay. Rebuild that. Ooh, look at that. The boats is completely full. That's a good sign. Yeah, we're gonna need like 2 more Teamsters offices after this. Go ahead and do you here. Can I fit anything like along this? We can do one there. Let's also... I want to wait a bit of time to do urban development again. Unemployed, only 2, 14 homeless families. I wonder where these people are. Logging camp, ranches. So we're gonna need some more housing out in this area again. But again, that's fine, as always. We don't want these on the max budgets. Let's go there. We don't want to do second shift on all those. It's gonna be really expensive and not really worth it. Like always, it's more ideal to actually build a new Teamsters office. It's going to be more cost efficient. At least I'm pretty sure. 30k, that's good. Any new trade deals? Ooh, we got the leather deal. Let's go ahead and sign that. Coconut, cocoa, cotton, fish, logs, milk, nickel, oil, sugar. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Let's see about setting up some more plantations over here. Let's see what numbers. Oh, look at that. Corn, banana, pineapple, sugar. So we could do a couple more sugar plantations. Definitely going to be a net positive. And what I'm kind of thinking is we can do another mega plantation, but we don't need to like get every single good. And we're also going to need a lot of workers for this. So maybe I just quickly hire in a bunch of people. But starting out, what we can do is... let's look at like what our max parameters are. Let's do a sugar plantation here, and then we can do another one right opposite it. Something that I never really take into consideration is the fact that the building itself is a bit off-centered, and that's where the blue circle is centered upon. So it's more efficient to build one way more than the other, right? It's if we're here, we can only fit one plantation on this side, but if we're here, we can fit, I think, two. Maybe not. A good example is our tobacco plantation. It's only being affected by technically 3 different crop types because 2 of these are sugar. So that's definitely not ideal, but something like this one, yeah, kind of the same. Yeah, pretty much the same. Okay. Maybe I'm mistaken. Either way, we want to do corn, banana, pineapples all again. And then we have sugar, and then, you know what, let's do tobacco if we can. We can't really. That's quite unfortunate. Maybe we do cotton. Tobacco would be nice, though. We're just not going to be able to. Not very viable. Let's go ahead and do corn then. What about 2 pineapple plantations? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's do 2
A
pineapples.
listener wrote asking, how can I help El Presidente win the war? The palace replies, vote El Presidente in the next election.
Banana, 2 pineapples, and we just need a corn now. I think, at least. Cool, so now we got another mega plantation up and running. Cool, and this is actually pretty snug for, oh, look at that. Our nice little city block layout. 4, 5, all the way on down, perfect. And so we'll figure out exactly what we're needing. Let's do it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this one lines up perfectly with it all. Cool. So we're also going to want to do urban development real quick. And get down all of the various goods that everywhere's going to need. Let's do a grocery first off. We can do another clinic out here as well. Then let's go ahead and do some more flop houses. Like always. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be pretty good. Let's put these on high priority. And then if we go through and control click all of our plantations to multicultural, it should change these before they ever show up. And then our tobacco plantation's the only one that's 1 budget higher. Okay. So this should be pretty good in the end here. So major thing is we're producing all the food types again. We probably even want to go so far as to get down another fisherman's wharf eventually. But the major thing is we're getting 2 more sugar plantations. So that should allow our rum distillery to never really run out of sugar.
My word, this island certainly has a volcano problem. God's plan for global central heating wasn't one of his best.
In recent news, Tropicans play it cool as volcanic activity comes to an end.
Go through, rebuild what we can here. Rebuild and repair. Okay. Logging camp went down. And what I want to do is just hire in as many people as we can until we run out of money. Alrighty. So, our current episode is hitting the upper limits of the 1 hour mark. So let's go ahead and end this episode here. We made some pretty good progress. Like, it's slow and kind of grueling. We gotta really like chug our way through it. What I'm kind of hoping is that we can just really start to overproduce a lot of goods, so that we'll end up netting like ultimately some pretty good money. So we want even more industry buildings, even more production. We want to exploit as much as we can, so that's why we're getting down a second mega plantation. We'll probably set up at least 2 of every single industry building, and then just get really good trade deals with Axes, and then hopefully by then we'll be netting some pretty significant money from all of our exports, which is more than we could hope for. But either way, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to follow along with the rest of our Tropico 6 100% playthrough, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.